Hi, Lindy. Now that you've sort of had a day to digest the last game, what is the message going forward here after what happened against the
We're
Rangers?
totally focused on playing Montreal. Nothing about the previous game. We know that what we got to do and how we got to play to win a game. So, um, we're going to start the game where, we got to put the puck in the back of the net. So, create some pressure, knowing that they have a top line that's real dangerous, and we got to take care of that.
What makes that top line from Montreal so dangerous that you have to guard against?
Well, I think they got speed. They're good shooters. Um, they do a really good job in transition, so we got to make sure we don't allow anything on the rush.
Lindy, you mentioned putting the puck in the back of the net. Your best players didn't do that the other night. How do you get them going today?
Well, just believing in them. I mean, they were able to do it in the outdoor game. They have to make the plays that are there. We have to get around the net, and obviously the importance of when we're getting pucks there, trying to get the second opportunities if they're there. But when plays are there, you got to make them, whatever that play is.
One of those guys is Timo Meier. Is he doing what you expect of him?
I think we know as a group we need more from everybody, including Timo.
Obviously, back-to-back of day games, day off yesterday. There's just a heavy schedule right now. What do you ask of your players on these days off as they step away from the game?
Really, that you bring everything you got. We knew that coming into 4 and 6 that with back-to-back afternoon games that we needed some rest. And now when the puck drops, for that 40 seconds you step on the ice for your shift, you got to bring everything you got.
Maybe looking back at the last two games on tape, did you like the quality of shots that you were getting and they just weren't going, or do you think the quality can improve too?
There was some really good quality. I think some shots you're looking for second opportunities. I think the placement of some of those. It's a fine balancing act when you talk about getting pucks to the net and making plays. And you got to put that decision in the hands of your best players. They got to, and for the most part, we've done that. I've been able to make the plays that are there. We missed some great opportunities. We missed making plays on some great opportunities. So it's trying to clean up on some of those plays that'll make us have success tonight.
Is there any update on Vanacek?
Yeah, he's doing better. Skating now, so moving along.
Coach, what do you think about the progress of Shimon Yemet so far in the season?
He's progressing. A young man that's had some ups and downs, but for a first-year defenseman, he's been able to handle the league pretty well.
Obviously, he's been on the injured list, but can you give us an update on what it is about Nate, and is it thought to be long-term?
Nate will have a better update. Won't play today, and we'll have an update that probably looks like it's going to be a little while.
Dawes has played a lot of hockey here. If he does play tonight, it would be 7 straight for him. Is he capable of doing that? Do you feel he's capable of doing that?
I think we've tried to get the rest where we can get it for him, and being yesterday was a day off. I don't think it's a physical thing. I think sometimes when you play that much, it sometimes can be mental. But I think as a young defenseman and young goaltender, as the way he feels, he's more than capable of doing it.
Lindy, you said that us doing our job is creating excess pressure, on players on the power play. I mean,
Who's that?
Do you think?
Who's us?
Reporters. Do you think that?
No, here's where I was going is that when you're asked about it a lot, it's not creating pressure. It just they know they have to be better, right? So when they're asked about it, it becomes a constant focus. My job is to make sure we focus on the next game, on that next power play. And if I go in there and harp on every power play, how are they going to feel? If after the game you ask them about every power play, how are they going to feel? So I would rather blame you guys than blame me or blame them. But our focus is really on the next power play. It's nothing to do with you guys. There's nothing to do with me. It's the next power play you got. Let's make it a good one.
And how do you kind of, I guess.
By believing in your players.
Yeah.
Really, I believe in the guys we got there. I believe in the guys we have on the ice. So there's lots of times you're going to go through a struggle, adversity. You've got to be able to deal with it and move on.
How do you think Luke is going to bounce back after his performance?
He always has been able to bounce back. I think like I said, we're asking an awful lot out of him for a first-year defenseman where, he's playing big minutes, he's playing against top lines, he's quarterbacking a power play where you got to make a lot of quick decisions. He's focused on, just the next game, and we can't deal with what happened before, in the previous one.
Do you feel your line changes have been clean? Is there any miscues been going on there?
We had a bad change last game. That wasn't on line change. That was, our the quick up by their goaltender led to a goal against. For me, that's not acceptable. And to a man, we know that.
Is this a make or break weekend for you guys?
We have to win the game today, and we're going to focus on that, and then we'll move on till tomorrow.
Lindy, how much pressure do you feel?
I don't feel any pressure. I don't feel any pressure.